I'm Brian Savin, and this is Freetown, the capital of Sierra Leone, in the rainy season. Now, Freetown has a population of just over 1 million, and most of the time, come rain or shine, you could be forgiven for thinking that they're all out shopping.
And when you see street after street packed like this, you could be forgiven too for thinking that business isn't bad. After all, with its diamonds and other natural resources, Sierra Leone should be pretty well off. The fact is, though, this is one of the poorest countries in the world, with not just a low standard of living, but low levels of education and life expectancy too. Out of 182 countries in the UN's Human Development Index, Sierra Leone comes in at number 180. And what hasn't helped is years of civil war. By 2002, when the war ended, tens of thousands had died, and over a third of the country's population had been displaced, so that Freetown now struggles to cope, with an infrastructure only really capable of supporting a population half its size. Today, though, I'm heading out of Freetown, into the hills and away from the crowds. We're on our way to the University of Sierra Leone, where I'm taking part in a radio project run by the Swiss-based organisation Fondation Hirondelle. Their man in Sierra Leone is Samuel Turpin.
Fondation Hirondelle is an international NGO, and it's specialized in post-conflict area. We support media landscape, newspaper, and especially radio broadcasting.
This is CTN in Freetown.
Here, the university's mass media department plays host to a student radio station and CTN, or Cotton Tree News, an independent news service established by Fondation Hirondelle as part of its package of support.
The project here in Fondation Hirondelle has two main goals. The first one is to produce 6 hours daily news and political magazine, social magazine, and so on. The second goal is to train some students so they can learn the theory in the mass media department in the university and practical skills in the CTN newsroom.
With low levels of literacy, not many people get their news from the press, and those who do read papers tend not to trust them. As for Sierra Leone's government-run radio and TV services, they hardly provide an independent voice. So for the radio stations that carry it, CTN has quickly become one of the country's most popular news services.
Our listeners come from all around the country, and even we go beyond boundary, we go as far as Guinea. Our listeners come from the provinces, wherever our coverage goes.
Because we don't have any agenda, we just give the news as it is, the information as it is, in order for our audience to make informed decisions based on informed opinion.
I will tell you, when I go in a store...
With a large, loyal audience, the next step for CTN is financial independence, moving away from European funding and earning revenue from advertising and sponsorship. Radio consultant Michel Collin has already made many visits to French-speaking Africa, training sales teams. And while he's busy with his new English-speaking audience, I'm working with the people who make the commercials, helping them with their writing and production skills. Fondation Hirondelle is funding a week's training and providing the tools to do the job, recording equipment, software, and importantly, laptops, to get round the power cuts, which are a way of life in a country beset by problems and challenges.
Sierra Leone, lived 12 years in a civil war, and now we are in post-conflict development here, but many troubles remains. Political situation is not stable, and Sierra Leone faced with a new challenge in 2012 because of elections.
So what can really be achieved in a single week? Is all this just a gesture, or is it a small step towards empowering Sierra Leone's media and the people themselves? What's the verdict?
Well, first of all, I would like to say thank you to the trainers.
Because this workshop has helped not only to build my capacity, but also help to build the capacity of my station.
I'm going to take this along with me, and it's going to be my guide from now on.
This training
has helped me to get more confidence to perform my job as station manager.
I now know that radio is a business and that I should be confident in the power of what I'm giving to my listeners, that I'm in control.
I think if we put all of these things into practice, we can have an effective and vibrant radio station.
I want to thank you very much for your idea, and we hope to practice it in the near future. And so when you come back, you already know that what you impact on us was fruitful.
Then I believe it's time we make a difference in the commercial world in Sierra Leone. Thank you. God bless Fondation Oriental. God bless Sierra Leone.